This t-shirt made over $93,457 in sales in the last 30 days. This mug made over $45,500. These stickers made $12,000, and these artworks made $75,000. And I can go on, but you get my point. But all these products have something in common. All of these were made using AI, all from the comfort of their home and never having to touch any of the products physically with a business budget of $0. Yes, you heard me right. These sellers became multi-millionaires with basically no inventory, no production plant, nothing. They did it all just by sitting at their homes with a laptop, and that's it. This is the world of Etsy print on demand. In this video, I will be going over everything. I will even start my own shop live in this video and show how I leveraged AI to accelerate the process and absolutely crush your competitors. While most other YouTubers just show you the steps and not much of any results, I will do something different. I will show exactly how you can control the Etsy algorithm to your needs and get profitable fast. And worry not, I'm not just bluffing. I will actually share my own results in my store publicly. So what exactly is this business? Etsy Print on Demand is when you work with suppliers who will create your products like t-shirt shirts, mugs, stickers, shoes, handbags, and virtually anything, and place your own design and work to sell them as your own products. And the best part about this business is that you never have to store or ship any of these items. The product is created only when an order is placed, and then it is directly shipped to the customer from the supplier's factory while you enjoy the profit difference, and trust me, the profits can be huge. I will explain more about this in the later part of the video. So to get started with Etsy Print on Demand, the first thing you need to do is to pick a niche, and this is a very important step. You cannot sell coffee mugs, socks, or handbags in the same store. Like, come on. But rather try to focus on one niche and be the best in that niche. It is better to be an expert in one niche than to be average in many. If you're selling t-shirts, then try having 100 different types of t-shirt prints in your store. It increases your chances of someone purchasing your product. Selling both Batman and Superman t-shirts gives you a higher chance of getting sales than only selling Batman t-shirts, as it reduces your audience by half. If you are selling superhero prints, then try having at least one product of every superhero you know of. Once you have decided what you're gonna sell, it's time to come up with design ideas. This will single-handedly decide your success in this business. There's an infinite pool of t-shirts, shirts, and shoes for your target customers to pick from. Why should they choose yours over theirs? You need to give proper thought to this. Selling generic t-shirts won't ever give you success. It would have worked in 2011, but not anymore. Sure, we will use AI to generate our ideas, but still we need a precise marketing strategy. That's why I recommend properly researching the domain space of your niche and understanding what sells and what doesn't. In my personal experience, the strategy of finding a market gap for a product and then absolutely flooding that niche with those products works best for new sellers. Here's what I mean. In December 2022, there was a sudden high demand for messy themed t-shirts because of the new FIFA World Cup finals. If you take a look at Google Trends, you'll notice a significant spike in searches for messy t-shirt between December 18th to 24th. People were eager to wear his t-shirt to celebrate his victory, but there weren't enough sellers offering them. A quick search on Etsy will confirm this. There are only approximately 2,500 different results for messy t-shirts on Etsy, and many of them aren't even actual t-shirts. However, if you search for something else, like t-shirt for women, Etsy provides a staggering 5 million results to choose from. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems much easier for me to grow and capitalize on a search term that has a high search volume but faces little competition, rather than attempting to thrive in a niche with a high search volume but an overwhelming level of competition. This is precisely what we mean by identifying a market gap. Your demand should outweigh the number of sellers in that space. There has to be this gap in supply and demand. People who were into this messy name t-shirt probably made millions within these 7 days of the search surge. But how to find those niches? Here's a quick method I use to find such niches. Go to Google Trends and search for the type of products you want to sell. Then go to this lower part of the webpage called Related Queries and keep the filter to Rising. Here you will find all the search terms people are searching currently related to your product. This percentage indicates that there has been a recent explosion of searches for that specific keyword for some reason. Copy one of those terms and paste it on Etsy and look for how many people are selling the same item. If you find that there aren't many people who are doing it, then congratulations. You have found your gap in the market product. For me, my gap in the market was the 4th of July tumblers. I found this perfect surge in search traffic when there weren't many sellers selling those back in June, and so I quickly hopped into it. Now, Halloween is coming up too, right? I'm not giving you any ideas, but I know you can connect the dots. Once you've decided on your product and the designs, it's time for you to generate the designs using AI. Firstly, you need some design ideas. For this, you can take inspiration from Pinterest or just look out at what other sellers around the niche are doing. Once done selecting, head over to Midjourney or any other AI image generator. I will use Leonardo since it's free. I want my design to have an American flag print with some elements that represent America. For this reason, I went along with this prompt. The bald eagle is a good representation of America, and so I guess it will work out pretty well. A single prompt like this is enough to generate some good designs for my case. These are the designs it creates, and I think these are pretty good. It has the flag and bald eagle, and it feels American. The same designs would have cost me at least $100 to $200 if I hired someone to draw it. Alright, good. I've downloaded the image now. It's time for us to move to the most important step, creating the t-shirt. Now for print on demand, there are a variety of suppliers to choose from, but the one that I have found most consistent with service and product quality is Printify. They have been in this space for quite a time now, and they have built a good shipping network over this time. The best part is that they have direct integration with Etsy, which means whenever you receive an order on Etsy, Printify directly gets notified about it automatically and the order starts to get processed. They will process the order by creating and printing the t-shirts to shipment and everything while you enjoy your profits sitting at your computer without lifting a finger. Go to Printify website from my link in the description and click on sign up. Once logged in, you will be directed to this webpage. Here, go to the browse products section and pick the products of your choice. There are hundreds of products to choose from, but I will pick the t-shirt for now. Down in this section, I have the option to select my t-shirt manufacturing supplier around the globe. Now, most Etsy buyers are from the United States, so it makes sense to pick a buyer from here in the States. You can click on this rating icon to actually see the supplier's ratings, and these prices represent the base fee of producing the product. Also, remember to check whether the supplier provides the color you want from this section. Click on the Start Designing button. This is where you will have to design your product. The dotted space over the t-shirt mockup is the region where your designs will show up. Drag and drop your AI-generated image over the dotted region. You will find different tools to make your images fit and look perfect. To change the color of the t-shirt, click on this button. I need my t-shirt to be black, and if we preview it, then you will see it actually looks pretty good, right? You can even use these images to showcase your product on Etsy. Once done, click on Save Product. Select the mockup images you want to display on your store. Down here, you will have the option to price your product. The default is kept at a 40% profit margin. For me means for every t-shirt I sell, I get to keep a minimum of $7.48. Now this is a suggested price from Printify, but you can always set your own price. You can either increase or decrease your profit margin directly from here or write down your retail price manually. In my case, I can increase this by a few dollars because I'm trying to capitalize on market scarcity. I'm trying to fill the gap in the market. There aren't many sellers who can undercut my prices in this niche, so even if I increase my pricing a little more, I won't lose customers as long as it's still a reasonable price for the buyer. But if suppose your product has quite a number of sellers already, then it's generally not recommended to overprice your product than what others are selling it for. Better if you can undercut them by a few dollars while also providing superior design and quality. This would really help you to get your first few orders early. Once done, click on Publish. It's entirely free to create the product, so try to create as many as you want. Alright, the next step is to create an Etsy store to sell your products. Scroll to the bottom of the site and click on this Sell on Etsy link. Once done making your seller account, you need to connect Printify to your Etsy store. Go to your Printify dashboard and click on this button here. Click on Add a New Store, and then click on Connect. You will see Etsy come up first. Click on Connect to Etsy. This will directly take you to this page. Agree to grant access, and once done, you will be directed back to the Printify dashboard, and that's it. It's literally that easy. Your Etsy shop has been successfully linked to Printify. Once done, come back to the product you just created, and here, click on Publish. If you're happy with your design and everything, hit Confirm. This will automatically list your product in your Etsy store, and you are done. It is that simple. Your product is now publicly available for people to buy. But I would highly recommend you edit your description and tags than what Printify gives you. To change that, go to your Etsy shop manager, then click on Listing, click on your product, and change the title and description. Try to make the title your title descriptive and informative. It should resonate with what you're selling. For the description, try to provide professional and provide information that can actually be helpful to your buyer. But if you're struggling to write something on your own, then worry not. You can use ChatGPT here. Download this Chrome extension called AIPRM, search for Etsy, and click on this one. Enter your product and try to give some information about it, then hit enter. It will generate a really good SEO optimized description for you. Copy this entire thing and then paste it to your product description. Next, add some tags to your product in this section. It will help the algorithm to understand and rank your product faster. Put tags that are relevant to your product only. Here too, you can use AIPRM to find those SEO-friendly tags. Try to fill in every other type boxes where you think it might be helpful to the buyer. Other than that, you're basically done. Now here's how it will work. Once you receive an order on Etsy, Printify will get notified about the order, including the delivery information your buyer has filled out. Printify will immediately start work on your product, from making the t-shirt to printing your designs over it. Once done, they will ship it to your buyer within a day or two. In the back end, you will pay the production cost of the product to Printify and keep the difference as your profit. If the product cost was $5 and you sold it for $20, then the difference of $15 will be your profits. And that's pretty much the business. Simple and powerful. But the main question remains, did I make any sales and profit? Oh yeah, I did. My product was this 4th of July tumbler. I created my store Quirky Quest Designs back in June of this year. I created that shop specifically for testing out this business. I just could have sold t-shirts, but my reasoning for choosing this tumbler is that back when I started, Etsy was getting filled with this digital tumbler wrapper and they were selling like crazy, but no one then was selling the actual product. I thought there would be some people out of these who would want the tumbler directly instead of purchasing the digital form and then printing it out on your own. This was my gap in the market product. I knew the market size was small, but it's worth a shot, as I just wanted to try out the method, not to make a whole business out of it, as I already had other ones. The product cost was $20.76, and I sold each one of those for $30, making me a good $10 profit for each sale. But now for the big reveal. In total, after all these things, I made a total of, wait for it, one sale. Yes, one sale. It's not a great number to brag about, I get it, but it's not for any of the reasons you think. No, my product was fine. My designs are great. Everything I did on my behalf was exactly how I wanted. The main issue came with PayPal. Yes, PayPal. I was using my main PayPal account for this business. The problem came when I received my first order. PayPal thought I was doing some suspicious activity and put my account on hold until I submit proper documents to them about the business. I get their concerns. I do constantly try out different businesses for the sake of making videos for this channel, but in the process, I end up receiving money from a variety of sources, so PayPal thought I was in some shady business, so had to pause my account. I did send the requested documents to get my things resolved, but this was my second time, so I had to stop accepting more orders from Etsy because this was my main PayPal account, and I cannot lose it. I get that it was my own fault, but yeah, that was my situation. So if any one of you is like, who receives tons of payments on PayPal, then please keep your documents ready. You don't want your account to be paused. Other than that, it is all good. But the fact that I got a sale so quickly speaks for itself. These things sell, and AI Etsy print on demand works. You just need to know what to do and what steps to take in order to get results. You need to analyze the market you are in before making any decisions. Try to learn from your competitors. Try to learn what worked and what didn't work for them. Try to find a gap in the market because is there anything you can provide extra that your competitors can't, because that's what will determine your success. I put my store link in the description if you want to check it. If you have any questions regarding anything, feel free to comment it down below and I will try to answer them. That's it for the video, guys. Hope you found it helpful, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you!